Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Yesterday was the protest, the March for Freedom in London. It was massive. Look at some of this footage. Here is some drone footage. You'll notice that no helicopter footage or drone footage was released by the fake stream media yesterday because they don't want to show how big it was. Some people have estimated there was 500,000. Some have said it was closer to 1 million people. Either way, it's the biggest protest in London for 20 years. And if there was nearly 1 million at the protest, then that would make it the biggest political demonstration of all time in London. Now surely the mainstream media cannot ignore such a massive turnout. Let's have a look at today's Sunday headlines. Nothing. Zilch. Not a word. Not one single solitary mention on any front page. Possibly the biggest political demonstration ever had in London, and no representation of that in any form on any front page. And the TV stations have barely mentioned it, and when it is mentioned here and there online from these people, it is massively downplayed. And what are they talking about on these front pages? Boris Johnson not wanting to change his email? Kate and William still in love after 10 years? Plenty of free flower seed offers and celebrities and stories that lead you nowhere. So it's no surprise to me, and I'm sure it is no surprise to many of you. It's never been more clear though that across all platforms of the media and the government, it's never been more clear they are working together. There is no real independent voice for the people on any of these platforms. They are merely government propaganda news outlets, every single one. It may come to a surprise to many normies out there. This must raise a few questions. It must make them wonder. It's a little strange, is it not, that the mainstream media are completely and deliberately ignoring what happened yesterday. I mean, we all know they have an agenda. But they could try and put a negative spin on it. But no, it's a complete, let's just pretend it didn't happen. Maybe people will just forget. But it looks very, very odd to pretend that the biggest protest in 20 years happened yesterday, possibly the biggest there has ever been, and pretend it never happened at all. That's the fantasy world these media organizations live in and try to enforce on you. So what do we take from this? What do I take from this? Well, it tells me that they are very worried about the number of people who are waking up. They are very worried about the number of people who appeared yesterday on the streets of London, because they're literally pretending it never happened. It highlights even more so brightly the now very obvious collusion of the media across all platforms and the government. And if they are all in it together, then nobody in any of these positions is ever going to question or ask the questions that need to be asked. It also shows that the people who are waking up are growing at a very, very increased rate. And more people are realizing what is at stake, and therefore it will continue to grow. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com, a place where like-minded souls who think for themselves and are not controlled by the fake stream media can hang out. I'll see you later.